Do you want to be a YouTuber? Do you want to earn money? A lot of YouTubers would recommend this, but there are also some cons in this field. What are they? Let's have a look. Hi, I hope that you're really doing well. So today I would like to talk a little bit about being YouTubers. I think a lot of you have already thought about this idea. Yeah, how about being a YouTube? How about quit my jobs because it is boring, because it is stressful? A lot of these kind of ideas have been through your mind, but there are not always the pros for this field. And let's have a look. What can be dangerous? What can be challenging? The first very important point is that being a YouTuber, it doesn't mean that you earn money immediately. Not only for the minimal limit of having 1,000 followers and 400 hours of watching time for your YouTube channel, but also it is really a long-term game. A lot of people have the passion at the very beginning, but with the time you will get stressed. Because if you would like to upload one video per week, then it is not so easy to shoot your video clip on Friday and you can upload it on the same day. It is not possible. You have to edit it. And before this, you have to do the preparation. You have to perhaps write a script, find an idea, and try to figure out when you can shoot it. Even if you are quite busy, but you have to find a quiet place or, only after your kids have fallen in sleep. So all these kind of conditions, it is long-term run, and it is not like, okay, I just upload a video without any editing, without nothing, no content, and people will have fun and they will just follow my channel. That may not happen. And I think there is a huge difference between watching a video and shooting a video. You have to change the perspective, how you would like to click and follow a channel if you watch a video of this YouTuber, right? So either there has to be some interesting content, or this YouTuber style is just your favorite, or it's your families or friends. But I mean, how many families and friends will have? Not 1 million, right? So I think the attraction of your channel is the most important thing for you to think about. And it will not happen that quickly that you will get, for example, 1,000 followers immediately within 1 month. I think in the contrary, you really have to overcome this hard time that there is no followers, but you still have to shoot videos to, keep the consistency. And how to grow the audience. You will have difficult time, you will have struggles, and you will have doubt on it. Because take my case as an example. I'm a Chinese and I'm living in Germany. I thought at the very beginning that I would like to share with other people about my experience as foreigners in Germany, about my German life, about the kid, our dogs, our international relationship and everything. And then the first difficulty is, which language? We can speak Chinese, we can speak German, we can speak English. Yeah, it sounds like, wow, that's cool, but no, it's not, because you really have to think about it at the very beginning to keep this consistency. You cannot shoot a video in Chinese and then the second video in German and the third one in English, because no one will understand, and not all the audience have this interest of letting all your videos translated all the time. So who are your audience? Is it the German that in your world, or is it the Chinese, more like the families and friends, or the Chinese people that you would like to share the experience, how they can come to study overseas? That's totally different content. And although we are not native speakers, we still use English because we think this might be a compromise, not only for the Asian audience, but also for the European audience or even American audience. And then there comes another difficulty. What kind of content? Like studying abroad? Oh, I can shoot a series of it, but it is not so interesting for the German audience because they are in Germany, so they don't have to study like foreigners. And I think another difficulty for me is first of all, I'm not native speaker, so there are some vocabulary limits, and the second, I have an Asian face, so I think this also limits a little bit the audience range. No offenses, not like there's some racism, but still, I'm not the type of super beautiful lady and I'm not talented. I had to learn how to shoot a video and edit a video at the very beginning, and you're gonna find out all these kind of processes during the YouTube making process, and this process will happen while you try to grow the audience for your channel. So it is definitely not like, yeah, I have an idea, I shoot 2-3 videos, then I can earn money. And the second point is, with the time, you're gonna be stressed out because sometimes there are just no new ideas. Sometimes you just don't know how to shoot or what to shoot or how to edit. Sometimes you just, you're sick or people are stressed out. In my case, again, I'm like working not full-time but like half full-time, 50% of a position in the university. I have my research project at the same time, a PhD student. I have a little daughter who's only 2, and I have 2 dogs. I have to walk them every day, and I have such a burnout, and I have to write academic papers, etc., etc. So how to shoot this? At the very beginning, I tried to upload the old videos in the previous years, and then I quickly figured out it was not interesting at all for most of the audience because it was just like a vlog, but with no good quality, because at the time to shoot a video was not to upload in YouTube. So the video quality is totally different, and with the time I was out of videos. It was not like I was out of ideas. Every day I was like, yeah, how about shoot this? Oh, how about shoot the unboxing videos? How about shooting pros and cons, like what I'm doing right now? And yeah, all these ideas are there, but you are always thinking of it, right? So this stress is like, oh, I have to do it this week. I should have been, or I should be shooting a video. No, but I cannot. Oh, what should I do this week? I didn't upload anything. And I think this is another kind of long-term game. If you are totally in this field, if you have the passion for it, then it's different. But the other side is, would you like to be a full-time YouTuber? Because then your whole life is dependent on the YouTube earnings, right? And what if there is just no earning? What if there is just no income? Then you will have a problem of living, and that is much more serious. And for me, as a part-time YouTuber, I have the challenge of finding out how and when and if I can shoot and edit the videos. I'm doing it now on the weekend, in the evenings, after my daughter has been in bed, after the dogs has been walked outside, and after the cooking, after the whole day of making fun and taking care of them. And now, instead of writing my PhD dissertation, I'm shooting a YouTube video. Yeah, my husband is like, oh God, this is you are kidding. It's just not possible that you don't write your dissertation and let the dissertation become a marathon. Instead of that, you're shooting the YouTube videos. But I mean, at the same time, I have the passion and I'd like to share. But talking about sharing, there would be another danger. With time, you have growing audience, and some people, there can be, a very, very minimal case, but some of them don't have the same boundaries as you do. They might start following you, in your real life, like figuring out your name, your address, your working place, everything, and going to or contacting your friends, your families. What about that? And I think especially for girls and also women, you have to take that into consideration. You have to think about, if you're using your real names, you can also use alias, of course, but if you would like to start a business based on your YouTube videos, then it's difficult again, and you have to think about using perhaps a separate email address, not let them contact you via your personal email address, so that you can separate everything very well. And you perhaps should also protect all your privacy information. When there is family, when there is friends coming to your YouTube video, you should perhaps not tell the real name or not just show where you are living. And all this kind of thing is just easy to make at the very beginning if you have thought of this to protect your privacy. If you have already had like thousands or even millions of followers, and you start thinking of, oh, how about privacy, I think that might be a little bit late. But there are not only the cons, there are also some pros of being a YouTuber. You can share your experience, your knowledge with somebody else in the other cities in the world, and you might teach them a lot, you might inspire them. So there is a value behind this, and if you are that kind of type that would like to share, I think that's pretty cool. But just to do this consistently, you should really have the passion for it. You should also find the happiness, because it's not like, yeah, I'm sitting here and I can talk, like show all the happiness. There are also the downsides, and I think a lot of YouTubers just don't share that. I try to share with you about it, but you still have to shoot the videos with full energy and the smile and everything. You cannot talk like this as if you are totally annoyed. What is the sense then to make a video, right? So the happiness behind this is also very important. And the third one is to balance your life and your work and everything else. If you would like to be a full-time YouTuber, if you would like to be a part-time, if you can't find out how to shoot it, which topics can be your content, and if you find one field that you're really passionate into, then I think it is totally great. So I think all in all, you have to take it very serious, but don't push yourself too much. There were weeks that I could not upload anything, and I thought of uploading just a short, because 60 seconds I can make it. But what is the sense if the content is not right? You still have to think about your audience, right? And if you are uploading diverse videos and content, the followers will just unfollow you again, and you don't have any followers anymore. And I think that you should also have a plan, like in which direction you would like to develop your YouTube channel. So that is all for today, and I hope you have really enjoyed this video and learned something. And thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe, and we will upload more videos about moving to China and our daily life as an international couple. So yeah, looking forward to seeing you very soon. Take care. Bye bye.